All right, your voices should be off. So, yesterday we started on page 3. We are gonna be sure the rest of 3.1 is done today. So anything that's not done on pages 1, 2, or 3, we're going to be sure gets done today. So we did. Oh, we started to do. Oh no, we did. Because 40 times 6 is 240. So we were done here, right? So this was number 19. I'm going to put the answer here so I know that I've done it. I'm sorry. You have your. All right. So here's 20. 20 is 20 into this. This should be okay for you guys to do, but I have to be able to see this is the problem, and then I will. 20 into 1904. All right, so what I would do, boys, what I would do is I might just go count by twos. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I don't really need to go to 20, but these we would just add zeros to, right? So, can 20 go into 1? Can 20 go into 19? No. Can 20 go into 190? Yes. How many times without going over? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm unsure as to why I hear talking right now. We've got a ways to go. I will continue to go through a lot of these with you, but you got to work with me. Corbin, what am I subtracting from 190? My finger is trying to give you a very big hint here. 180, very good. So I'm going to subtract 180 here. 90 minus 80 is, of course, 10. Now, what do I do, SJ? What? Maybe pay attention. That would be helpful. Bring the 4 down. Very good. How many times can 20 go into 104 without going over? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. What am I subtracting, Avery? No, not you. If I'm not looking at you, I'm not talking to you. What am I subtracting from 104? What? Yes, excellent. So we're going to subtract this 100 here. What's 104 minus 100? 4. All right, Addison, what do I do now? You got it. So if I put a decimal in my dividend, I need one in my quotient. I'm going, excellent. It does go into 40 evenly. 20 goes into 40, 1, 2 times. El Dunzo. All right, I'm giving you about 30 more seconds. Make sure you're caught up. Okay, so I'm going to write this answer for number 20, 95 and 2/10. Please don't start talking. We don't have time for your chitty chatty. 95 and 2/10 would be how I say this number. If you don't know how to read numbers, fractions to decimals and decimals to fraction will be difficult for you. So yes, you should know that 95.2 is really 95 and 2/10. Keaton and SJ figure it out before I have to. Please and thank you. All right, so I'm going to do this one now. 280. I think this is a ridiculous one. A ridiculously long one. Into 4, 6, 3, 4. All right, so I'm gonna start with 28. What's 28 plus 28? 56. Now, this is what I do. Hey, you guys, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm literally adding. I said 28 plus 28. I can do this in my head. If you cannot, it's okay if you do not, but you need to figure it out. 8 plus 8 is what? 16. Guys, you should know that right away. If you don't know that right away, flashcards. 1 plus 2 is 5. So that's where I got this, right? Now I'm going to add another 28. Please don't talk right now. 6 plus 8 is? 6 plus 8 is? You all need flashcards. That's what it is. 6, 7, 8. So we're at 84 now. Now I got to keep adding 28. This is 12. No one cares if you're playing basketball right now. I'm gonna sneak. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, this is why we don't have extra conversations. So after 84, we had 112. When I add 28 here, this is 10. This is 140. This next one should be easy. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. Bring down the 1. All right. 8 plus 8 is 16. Carry the 1. This is 1, 2, 3 plus 6 is 9. 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. This is 3 plus 9, which is 12. Carry the 1 makes this 2. 8 plus 4 is 12. Carry the 1. This is 3 plus 2, which is 5. I'm not sure why you're talking. In a little bit, you're going to have to do this on your own, which is why you should be practicing along with us. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all we have to do. Yes, you got it. This is not 28, it's 280. So these all have zeros after them. Thank you. I would have probably forgotten because I keep getting distracted by everybody's chitter chatter. Thank you, Landon. All right. So can 280 go into 4? Can it go into 46? Can it go? I cannot go into 46. All right. Can it go into 463? Yes. And this is 1 time. You're right. All right. What am I subtracting from 463? 280 because it's only 1 time. What's 3 minus 0? I'm going to borrow from the 4. What's 16 minus 8? 8. Ew, this is ugly. What's 3 minus 2? 1. It's less than 280, so we're good to go. What do I do next? Bring down this 4. How close can I get without going over? Okay, how are they getting 6? They're counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what am I subtracting here? 1680 or 1680. All right, so this one's pretty ugly, right? What's 4 minus 0? 4. I can't take 8 from 3 or free, so I have to borrow from the 8. It becomes a 7. What's 13 minus 8? 5. That's one you should know. What's 7 minus 6? 1. Oh man, this is ugly. What do I do now? Decimal. And that means I can bring down a 0. How close can I get without going over? 5 times. Good. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times this is 1400. So that's what I'm subtracting here. Can you please be quiet? Shh. James, you should be writing this all down because you need to know how to show this. 0 minus 0 is 0. 4 minus 0 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. Last thing we have to do is one more 0. And this is 1400, which is 5. Oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. So which one is my answer? The top. This is my quotient, is what we call that. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to get caught up. Okay, son of boy. Is that how you would say it? And 55 tenths? No. 20? Tenths, hundredths, whatever the last place is.
Oh, 16.
And 55 hundredths.
Okay.
You got it, dude. Good job. All right. So here was the question. 16.55. But if you really want to know how much this is, you would read this as 16 and we say and for the decimal point. Then we just say this number. This number is 55, right? And then we say the place that the last number is in. So this is tenths, hundredths. So 16 and 55 hundredths. 16 and 55 hundredths. Tenths, hundredths, thousandths question. Quickly. All right. So we have two more on this page. 20, and we have lots of room behind it. So I'm going to turn and I'm going to rewrite this problem. 344u into 6149. 344 into 6149. Is that right? 344. Yes. Okay. This is really ugly, and I'm sorry for that. 344. 6, 8, 8. Now, when I add them together, this is 12, which makes this 13, which makes this 10. So this is 344 times 1. This is 344 times 2. This is 344 times 3. If I add one more, 4 plus 2 is 6. Please stop. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 3 plus 0 is 3. Bring down the 1. So this is 344 times 1, 2, 3, 4. 344 times 5 would be, this becomes a 10. This becomes a 12, making this a 7 and a 1. That would be 5 times. 6 times we add this. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 3 plus 7 is 10. That carries a 1, making this a 2. Do you see where I'm going here? Yeah. Good. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 6 is 10. So when I carry the 1, this is 4 plus 0, which is 4. Bring down your 2. Yes, exactly. Except sometimes it's wonky because this got pushed over from that 4. Yep. So you could estimate, but this is giving us exact. 4 plus 8 is 12. When I carry the 1, that 4 becomes 5 plus 0, which is 5. 3 plus 4 is 7. And then bring down your 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 5 is 9. 3 plus 7 is 10, which carries this 1, making this a 3. So we have 344. I'm adding 344 every time. That's all I'm doing is adding. Okay, that's all I'm doing. You don't even have to know how to multiply. Some of you are struggling with multiplying like this. So all I'm having you do is add now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's as far as we have to go. We're ready to do this problem. How many times can 344 go into 6? None. So you could put a 0 here, but it doesn't change our answer, right? How many times does it go into 61? Still 0. How many times does it go into 614 without going over? Just once. So what am I subtracting from the 614? Excellent. 3, 4, 4. 4 minus 4. 0. I cannot take this away, so I have to borrow. The 6 becomes a 5. 11 minus 4 is 7. 5 minus 3 is 2. Man, I was hoping for like a nice one that doesn't have decimals. Not today, not today. How many times will 344 go into 2709 without going over? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Almost 8 times, so just 7. And that is 2408. So this was so close to another time, right? 9 minus 8 is 1, 0, 7 minus 4 is 3. So we were only like 43 away from going in one more time, right? Now what do I have to do? Bring down, put a decimal here, which puts a decimal here. When I bring down a decimal, I'm now here. So it's almost 9 times, but we could only say 8 times, which means we're subtracting this. 2, 7, 5, 2. I can't take that away, so this becomes a 0. 10 minus 2 is 8. 1. If I borrow from the 30, it becomes a 29. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. We do. Well, another 0 at least. No more decimals, but I got you. And then, not there yet. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Thank you for counting for me. And that is the 2408 again. 80 minus 8 is 72. Or you can borrow. Becomes a 7. 10 minus 8 is 2. Bring down your 7. 5 minus 4 is 1. So 172. I'm not done yet, but I almost am, because after I bring down this 0, I have a multiple of 344. It goes in evenly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So this is even. Ta-da! So here is my answer. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to catch up there. So if you know how to add, start adding up your divisor. What's up? Quickly. Does this leave us with 1 on page 3? Yeah. Whew. We're getting there. We are getting there. Okay. I'm going to write this on page 3. I will turn back to this momentarily after I write the next problem down, so nobody freak out on me. This answer was 17 and... Oh, what? Where did this 1 I picked up from over here, so I don't want to include that. 875. Anybody know? Tens, hundred, thousands. Very good. This is 17 and 875 thousandths. Well done, Geneva. All right. So I'm going to do 152 into 2033. 152 into 2033. So if this is not a number I'm familiar with, that isn't on my multiplication table, I may just start with writing down my multiples, right? If I add another 152, 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 plus 5 is 10. So when I carry the 1, I have 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3. This next one's a bit easier to see. 2 plus 4 is 6. Good. 5 plus 0 is 5. 1 plus 3 is 4. Hey guys, lots of extra. What's up, Josh? Quickly. So 2 plus 6 here is 8. Good. 5 plus 5 is 10. This is 4, 5, 6. 2 plus 8 is 10, making this a 6. And 1 plus 6 is 7. 2 plus nothing is 2. 5 plus 6 is 11. That makes this 2 plus 7, which is 9. 2 and 2 is 4. 5 and 1 is 6. 1 and 9 makes 10. 2 and 4 makes 6. 5 and 6 makes 11. So that 2 plus 0 is 2. Bring down that 1. Whew. I'm going to draw a line right here because I don't want it to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do one more. 2 plus 6 is 8. 5 plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. Bring down your 1. All right, guys, there's way too much chatter right now. I'm just trying to help you get this problem set up. Do you know what I'm doing right now? Yes. All right. I'm not doing a magic trick. I'm literally just adding 152 every time. And sometimes I just refer back to this one so that I can do it. Well, you only need to go 9 times because when we're doing long division, the most you will need to go is 9 times. Okay. So how many times can 152 go into 2? 0. I'm sorry, 20. And 203? Just once. If it's going in just once, 1 times 152 is 152. 3 minus 2, 20 minus 15 is 5. What I'm going to do is now bring down the 3. How many times can this go in here? 3 times, which is 456. I've got to borrow. This becomes a 0. What's 13 minus 6? 7. 50 minus 45 is 5. You need to borrow, but you should know that. All right, decimal time. What? 2 minus 1. What are you talking about? I did 20 minus 15. So I could have borrowed. This would have been 1. 10 minus 5. I did the same thing here. 50 minus 45 is 5. Or I could borrow and say 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 minus 4 is 0. I was just taking a shortcut helping you. All right, way too much chatter. Please be quiet. No. You're not even doing what you're supposed to be doing right now. So, I don't care. I don't care either. 570. What do I put here? How many times without going over? Just 3 again, right? Uh-oh. What is going to happen here? Minus 4, 5, 6 again. I'm going to borrow here to make everyone happy. 10 minus 6 is 4. 6 minus 5 is 1. Please stop talking. 5 minus 4 is also 1.
Oh, okay.
Now I got to bring down another 0.
Well, that's a lot of zeros.
This is now how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times? 7 times is 1064. I've got to borrow. Benny. 10 minus 4 is 6. I've got to borrow again here. 13 minus 6 is 7. 10 minus 10 is 0. That's it. And now finally, dun 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 dun. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times exactly, right? Do we see that? So that gives us our last one on page 3. What that means is you have to finish pages 1 and 2. I'm going to go over and see if we've done any more answers that we didn't write down before we get too far ahead of ourselves. So you're not doing extra. No one wants to work more than they have to, right? All right. Keaton, how can I help you be successful right now? Do you need to move? Are you guys in your assigned seats, or are you just out of control, not in your assigned seat, SJ? I've got your number, dude, and you're not doing your job, so you should probably be sitting in your assigned seat. All right, so this is 13 and 375 tenths, hundredths, thousandths. 13 and 375 thousandths. So we have now completed page 3. We're gonna go back and make sure we can do pages 1 and 2. And you've got about 20 minutos. So,
Wait, can I see the page that bottom one again?
I mean, the one that we just did.
I have it up, but I don't know if I did it. I'm right.
Weird, but okay. All right.
Okay, I did it.
I'm just trying to make sure we didn't do. So we did these 3. We did these 3. 3, 6, 9, 10. All right. So that leaves you with quite a few. If you are struggling, I would start here for sure. Start here. Kids, do you have room to do these on this paper? Probably not. Your options are to find a blank spot, like on the back of here, or grab another piece of paper. But you're responsible for knowing how to do this, so I would do this. This is a nice one to start with because you can use your multiplication table for your 11s, right? Remember, I'm guessing these on this first page, these are going to be the ones that don't make you do decimals. So that's why I think it would be easier to start with this one. All right, so your voices should be off. You should be at a level 0. People should be working hard to get pages 1 and 2 completed. I'm kind of thinking we might have to spend one more day. I'm just over division at this point, but we're okay. We're okay. I was hoping to start 3-2 tomorrow, but we might have to go one more day of 3-1. I see that. How can I help? Mhm.